Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we're looking at the new New York Lottery $30 $10 million cash ticket. This is part of the April 2024 series of tickets coming out in New York. And this one is a number match game. There are a few multipliers you can find in that main play area. So there's 5x, 10x, 20x, and 50x. And then up here you have 3 bonus spots. If you find that money bag, you win the prize in the bonus section. One thing that I do want to note on this ticket is that it does say prizes start at $50, so there are no break-even prizes on here. So we'll see, if that's significant to the value as we go through the video. Now here on this page, we're looking at the odds and prize structure that the New York Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds are 1 in 3.65, and you typically find longer odds when you don't have the break-even prizes, so a little bit riskier of a ticket to buy. And then over here on the prize structure, looks like you can win anywhere from $50 up to that $10 million top prize, and I do like the $10 million top prize. It's always nice to have something big to play for. However, the odds are long, 1 in 6 million to win that top prize. Looking at the rest of the prize structure here, the only thing that really stands out is that $50 prize has odds of about 1 in 6. I'm not complaining about the $50, but whenever you have odds like this, the odds are so good to win the $50 prize. It just means that it's going to be difficult to hit anything else, and a lot of your game is going to be spent here at the $50 prize level, which might get a little boring if you were to play a bunch of these. So that's about it for the prize structure. So we'll talk about taxes. In New York, for any prize over $5,000, they're automatically going to take out 32.82% in taxes. That's a lot of tax money to take out of a prize. And not just that, but you have 3 prizes where they're taking out tax money. So this game is just getting destroyed with taxes. I don't view the tax money as part of the value of the game, and so that is going to affect how I view these top 3 prizes. So instead of what you see here on the screen, I'm going to view these top 3 prizes as $6,718, $16,795, and then the top prize, $6,718,000. So with those adjusted prize amounts, when you run the numbers on this game, you find out that the payout comes in between 74 and 75%. And so this is well above the minimum 70% that we look for all tickets. So we'll see how it compares to other $30 tickets as we go through the video. But we do need to mention that the 74% payout does include all of the top prizes and upper mid-tier prizes, which not many people are going to be winning, which means very few people are going to be seeing 74% back on this game. So what we want to know now is, what is the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be winning those top prizes? And in order to figure that out, we're going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what that new payout number is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens here at the $500 prize level. So if you are considering playing this game, if you're just an average luck player, not hitting the top prizes, when you do win on it, you're going to expect to see a prize somewhere between $50 and $500. And there is a split there at the $500 prize level. It's about 32 to 68. So a little less than a third, only 32% of the $500 prizes will be included here in the bottom 99% of prizes. This is where the average player is going to be winning their prizes. The other 68% of these $500 prizes will join all the rest of these prizes as the top 1% of prizes. Now, top 1% prizes are really difficult to hit. If you want to know the odds of hitting one, look at the overall odds, move the decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and you find out that every 1 in every 365 tickets will have a top 1% prize on it. And what that means is that you're in almost $11,000 before you would expect to see even one of these top 1% prizes. So that's really significant if you are thinking about playing this game. Now, because so few people are going to be winning these top 1% prizes, we're going to take the value of all of these, subtract it from the payout number you saw before, and that's going to leave us with a payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes, where 99% of people are going to be playing this game. And when we do that, we find out that the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes comes in between 63 and 64%. This also is above the 60% minimum that we look for all tickets. So 63% for the bottom 99% payout on a $30 ticket. I think this is going to feel like a pretty average ticket to most people who play it. Now here on this page, we are tracking the increases and decreases in New York $30 tickets. Thankfully, all we see so far over the past year are increases. The data point for $10 million cash is here on the right. So we did get an increase in value from the previous Jackpot Fortunes game. And so yeah, again, we like to see these increases. We'll see how this compares to the $30 tickets in a minute. I'm not going to recommend that you play this game just because you're going to see in a minute that this is not quite up to where a $30 ticket payout value should be. But it is encouraging to see the increases in value. New York just has more work to do to get their ticket values up to where they need to be. But if you are playing $30 tickets in New York, I don't really recommend it because you have much better tickets next door in Massachusetts. All New York scratch players should be going to Massachusetts to get their scratchers. But if you are playing $30 tickets in New York, up here in green, you see the best ticket in each category. So if you're playing for overall value, this new $10 million cash ticket has the most value. If you're playing for odds, $10 million cash and Jackpot Fortune have the same odds there. If you are more of a conservative player and you like to hang on to as much of your money as possible, the 100, 200, or 500 ticket has the best value there at the bottom for the average player. However, this is not a jackpot game. So if you're more into jackpot games, this new $10 million cash would be the one you would want to look at. And then if you are more of a high roller and you like to win a little bit more money when you are lucky enough to hit in the top 1%, Jackpot Fortune has the most money at the top. And then we are also keeping track of top prizes as well here. Now here on this page, we are building out the list, ranking New York $30 tickets based on overall payout. $100 $10 million cash is here in first place currently. Hopefully we'll get some tickets from New York that have better value than this, but currently that's the highest. And then here we're building out the list of the most value for the bottom 99% of the bottom 99% payout. So, currently that 100, 200, or $500 ticket has the most value at the bottom for the average players. Now, this is where we get to compare $30 tickets across states, and you can see $10 million cash on the lower half of this list in 11th place overall. So you can see New York is competitive with what we see out of Texas, sometimes California, but California has some significantly better tickets. But once you start to get up into like Florida, California, Georgia, Massachusetts tickets, New York is not really competitive at all. As a matter of fact, New York $30 ticket, 74% is just way less than what you're getting from especially like Georgia and Massachusetts. And what we really want to do is look up here at the top of the list. $1 billion Bonanza from Georgia had over 83% payout. That's about as good as you're going to get on any scratch ticket. And so we have to ask the question, if Georgia can put out a $30 ticket at 83% payout, then why is New York putting out $30 tickets at 74% payout? That is over 8.5% difference between what Georgia did here and what New York is doing with its new ticket. And that's a ton of money when you're considering how much money goes into making just one scratch game. So one scratch game could easily have 10 million tickets that make up the entire game. Multiply that by the $30 price tag, and that's $300 million just for one scratch game. And 8.5% of 300 million is $25.5 million that the Georgia Lottery put into the hands of its players on this $1 billion Bonanza game that the New York Lottery is basically stealing from its players on this $10 million cash game. And I say stealing pretty comfortably because the New York Lottery does not reveal the payout of its tickets. They just make their players play in the dark. And so that's why this channel, I feel like, is important, because it reveals what is hidden. The state doesn't want you to know that this ticket only has 74% payout. And what I would suggest, I wouldn't suggest playing $30 tickets in Massachusetts because the $10 tickets have better payouts than the $30 tickets. What I would recommend is take a drive to Massachusetts, pick up some $10 tickets, because the $10 ticket category in Massachusetts is really, really strong. You got to quit letting the New York Lottery take advantage of you like this. They're, like I said before, they're basically stealing your money. They're definitely taking advantage of you. And it's not right. The state should not do that to its customers and to its citizens. And you got to stop letting it happen. So, yeah, if you like scratchers, drive to Massachusetts, get you some good ones. Even the $5 tickets are much better than this $10 million cash ticket. So, yeah, Massachusetts is where it's at. Now, here on this page, these are the rankings based on the bottom 99% payout for $30 tickets. $10 million cash in the same exact spot, 11th place overall. So while it's not, like a brutal ticket to the average player, it's definitely not up there where $30 ticket value should be. At least 65%, and in some cases 69, 70, 71%. These are much more palatable numbers when you're, spending a lot of money on one scratch ticket. Now, here on this page, this is to give you a little bit more context as to how low the payout is on this $30 ticket. In Georgia, the best $2 ticket that we've seen overall out of any state came from this Fast 20s ticket, had 75% payout. Um, More value than a $30 ticket from another state. That's crazy. Then the best $5 ticket we've seen also came from Georgia, had 77% payout. A lot more value than you're getting from this $30 ticket in New York. And the reason I show this is because this is backwards. You should never have cheaper tickets from other states having more value than more expensive tickets. It doesn't matter if it's from another state. A more expensive ticket should always have more value than a cheaper ticket. And, if a $30 ticket from New York can't even have more value than a $2 ticket from Georgia, that's a problem. It's something that New York should be embarrassed about. It's something that New York should be ashamed of. And it's something that the New York Lottery should stop doing to its players. It's definitely not right. Now, here on this page, these are the top 36 tickets we've reviewed on the channel so far. The one thing that I notice here is that there are no New York tickets on this list, but what I do see are a bunch of Massachusetts tickets. So like I said before, Massachusetts is really strong, especially in this $10 category. Again, please stop letting New York take advantage of you. Just take a drive over to Massachusetts, buy some scratch tickets, and you're going to get a lot more bang for your buck over there. Here on this page, these are the top 36 tickets based on that bottom 99% payout. So these are the friendliest tickets to the average players. 63% was not good enough to make this list, so you can pause that and look at it if you would like, but there are some Massachusetts tickets on here as well. But that's about it for the New York Lottery $30 $10 million cash ticket. We do see the values in New York on these $30 tickets trending in the right direction. They just have a long way to go to be more competitive with what other states are doing. And when I say a long ways, I mean they've got 5 or 6 percentage points more that they need to add into the payout. So I do not recommend playing this $30 ticket. I'll say it one more time. You've got way, way better tickets to choose from over in Massachusetts. Massachusetts knows how to treat its scratch players. New York does not. All New York seems to know how to do is rip people off and take advantage of people and steal their money. So, of course, I'm not going to recommend that you let that happen. But that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.